edition of Small Business Saturday, we visited with Clarice Thompson, co-owner of the wildly popular store No Place Like Home Again in International Falls. Clarice is joined by Shannon Arnold, the Chamber's Administrative Director, who is also the original founder and first owner of the store when it was located in the old Ace Hardware building on 3rd Street in downtown. The two discussed the storied history of No Place Like Home Again, from its origins up to its present-day location on 11th Street across from Kerry Park. If you haven't been to the store lately, we invite you to take a gander and enjoy all the cool stuff they have. Brimming and bursting with memories and all the good feels from the past, No Place Like Home Again is truly a destination for all.
Hello everybody, welcome to No Place Like Home Again. My name is Clarice Thompson. I am co-owner at this point of this business. I am in business, a partnership with my younger sister Laura. And I would like to start out by introducing you to the original entrepreneur of No Place Like Home, Shannon Arnold. Shannon, can you join me? So she is the brainchild of this antiques business. What year did you start?
It was 2001. It was right before 9/11. And so I was making plans to move my shutter mill business over to the Ace Hardware building. And so we moved in there, and to have it as just a dusty old wood shop with that really cool storefront just wasn't going to cut it. So we decided to come up with a storefront idea. And after 9/11 happened and everybody was just kind of sticking close to home, we thought No Place Like Home was just a fabulous name for the business because it really gave that sense of the decor that we were selling was very homey and cozy, and so that's how we came up with the name No Place Like Home.
And by we, who's we?
Well, it was me and my husband, actually.
Okay.
So I was the original person, and then after a few years, then because of my shutter mill, I ended up moving the workshop over to my home, and so then we just had the storefront and it turned into more vendors at that point there with Jane Christensen and a couple of other gals. And then Jane Christensen took it over, and that's where you kind of come in.
Yes. And what year did Jane take it over? Do you remember?
I would say it was probably around 2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
And probably maybe a year or so after that, I became one of her consigners. And I would volunteer my time so she could have some days off. And I think I was probably in there for a couple of years when the fire happened. And that was a shocker. So many of us lost so much. I remember Jane, the owner, and then Betty Mitchell, myself, and Jody Mann trying to get into the building like in the next day or so, but we were told that we couldn't. I mean, and which made sense. There was so much water on the second level. It was a dangerous situation, and there was a lot of water and broken pieces, and it was such a mess. But it was kind of a grieving process at that point because some of us lost a lot of beautiful antiques, and you just kind of had to come to the point where I've got to let this go. And when we were trying to clean things up, I remember we went to lunch. We were all stinking of smoke and from the fire. And Jane said, "I really want to stay in business, but not alone." So she asked Jody and Betty and myself if we would be interested in forming a partnership. So that's what started No Place Like Home Again. We knew we needed a new name, but No Place Like Home was pretty established at that point. So we wanted to keep it. And so I think it was Jane, as we're throwing ideas around, thought of adding the word again. So that's what we've been since that point. And I think that, that would have been in 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, right. We're thinking, where can we start anew, rise from the ashes? So we did rent the entire downstairs portion of Falls Professional building. So that's where we kind of started No Place Like Home Again. We were there for about 2.5 years, and then someone approached us about renting his building, which was an old church. So we moved there, and we were there for probably another 2.5 to 3 years, I'm guessing. And it was a little bit of a difficult situation because of all the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So getting furniture in, which that's kind of our mainstay. And we were spending so much through the years on rent, we thought it's time to buy something. If we're going to spend that much per month, we might as well be investing in our own building. So we were looking around for places, and this building came up. We spent 3 months. We were still open at the other location. We spent 3 months on this project. We had many of the big trailers, those big dump trailers. I don't know how many loads we did of hauling debris away. So it was a harrowing experience for 3 months that I would never go through again, but I'm glad we did, because we're happy to be here. So at the moment, one of my favorite pieces, and we happen to have 2 of them in a couple of spaces in the store, are the old Hoosiers. As you can see, this is probably, I would say, from maybe the 50s, with the old flour bin up there. It's got the roll top. So I have to say probably the Hoosier cabinets, for the moment, are some of my favorite things that are in here. We don't get them in very often. And I don't expect that they'll be here long. We do get some weird things in the store. Quite often, things come in that we have no clue what they are. So we'll put "thing" on the tag, and then a lot of times a customer will come in, know what they are, and tell us. So we're continually learning from our customers. So watch for future events. We do have Crazy Days coming up, and we're trying a new thing this year with an outdoor flea market. So that's a new thing for us coming up. We're excited about. Hopefully it'll go really well, and we can continue to do that year to year. Throughout the year, we do have sales, open houses, a girls' night out, Christmas get-togethers. Sometimes we'll do a costume contest near Halloween. So we try to keep it interesting. And our summer hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 till 5. After the first of the year, we will cut back for a while during the winter, cut out Tuesdays, and go Wednesday through Saturday for our winter hours. So to stay on top of all that we're doing, we do our Facebook page. We try to keep you posted on new things that have come in, events that are coming up. And so, yeah, continue to follow us on Facebook, please. And we are located at 411th Street in International Falls.